Hey, what's up guys, Rep here. So today we have another Nijisanji related controversy to cover. However, unlike previous ones, I'm here to defend the Nijisanji EN liver at the center of it all because I believe they are being unfairly treated. Over the past month or so, we've seen a lot of Nijisanji EN livers on their own volition get themselves into controversies through tweets and streams that they've made. We've seen Uki Violetta get rightfully criticized when he went on several anti-white tirades to the point where he is now referred to as the racist Nijisanji guy by other VTubers in the scene. We've seen a lot of blowback against Alira Pandora, Vox Aqua, and Ike Eveland for their joint statement attacking Dokibird about a month ago. And we saw basically the entire EN branch draw criticism because they would share and support that joint statement. However, when that happened, there was an outlier. There was a lion amongst the sheep, and that was Scarlet, one of the very few Nijisanji EN livers to not share that joint statement. In fact, during that time, it was also discovered that she hearted a comment on her channel saying Kurosanji, which translates to Black Company, and she is unfortunately once again at the center of another controversy under the food trending category because people are claiming some very serious things about her based on a live stream she had yesterday. Now, what's going on? Well, people are claiming that she supports genocide because she ate cake from Starbucks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2024. This is a real controversy we're going to go over today. So for context, I'm sure everyone watching this video is aware of the conflict going on between Israel and Palestinians. And in case you're not scrolling on Twitter 18 hours a day, there is a boycott people have created for companies like Starbucks, who they believe are supporting Israel in this conflict. And when Scarle announced this stream where she was going to try every cake at Starbucks Japan, people who supported that boycott went in and started harassing her for purchasing this cake from Starbucks. And you would see people get very, very angry when she would respond and essentially tell people coming into the stream to attack her to F off and go somewhere else.
I don't know, bro. Please keep your politics out of my chat. I'm gonna time you out. I don't know, bro. Don't. I'm just enjoying my time in Japan, okay? Fuck off with that, okay? Keep the rules. Keep your politics out of my chat. This is for fun. Why are you ruining the fun? Why are you killing the vibe? Fuck off. Take that somewhere else. Thanks. Thank you. I already fuck off with that shit, dude. Fuck off with that. If you're gonna bring up shit that why are you killing the vibe and breaking my rules?
So after her response on stream, many people on Twitter were very upset, and we'll see a couple tweets highlighting that, starting with this one saying, "Scarlet, I love you, but please know the difference between just speaking politics and supporting a brand that is funding a current genocide during a boycott. Literally could have gone to a local bakery or pastry shop and tried different cakes/desserts from there." Another user saying, "You can most definitely enjoy Japan without having cakes from Starbucks. There's thousands of other sweets and foods you could spend your money on and eat on stream." Like she made a choice to spend money on Starbucks out of all places while people in Rafah are being killed right now. Another user saying, "Scarlet, you stupid dumb ass bitch. The privilege you have to call a genocide politics, sitting in the comfort of your own home and being able to ignore it, you nasty low-life imbecile," as this user tweets from the comfort of their own home. But basically, you can even see from the caption that was sharing this clip response, they call her nasty and disgusting for how she responded. Now, when it comes to the boycott or any boycott in general, if you feel it's in your best interest to boycott a company for X, Y, and Z, that's totally within your right. You can do that. But the second you weaponize that boycott to lash out and demonize anyone who is not supporting it, that's when things go too far, especially in a boycott like this, where a lot of people are just genuinely unaware that it even exists in the first place. And the other thing that's really bad about this is the blatant hypocrisy of a lot of the people complaining about Scarlet and the fact that she bought from Starbucks. Because let's just start right with your phone. How did you send this tweet off? This is to the many people attacking her. A lot of them did it from their iPhones. Well, guess what? If you're going to claim that she's supporting genocide by buying Starbucks, How do you explain the fact that your phone is powered by cobalt that is mined by child slaves in the Congo? Do you support child slavery every time you send a tweet? If you say no, then I guess you don't really have a leg to stand on when you're trying to criticize and label Scarlet as some genocide supporter for purchasing from Starbucks. And it actually gets even worse, because speaking of the boycott, there's other companies that are listed under this, and one of them is Google. So when you went to her stream on YouTube, which is platformed by Google, you likely sat there and watched through some ads that are created through Google AdSense. So in order to complain about Scarlet for eating a piece of cake from Starbucks, you supported one of the companies on this boycott list. You gave them money. You absolute buffoons. But going forward, a lot of people have an issue with this. It's not all just complaints. A lot of people are shocked that she's getting so much blowback for this stream. This user saying, imagine harassing a good person over a coffee. You guys are absolute idiots. I don't give a F of the mental gymnastics you do to link Scarlet. With a war going on the other side of the world, it won't turn her into a genocide supporter. And a lot of people do take issue with Scarlet, because it's not just like, oh, we want to educate you on this, you made a mistake. No, these people are straight up dropping her. They're calling her a terrible person, a genocide supporter of all things. It is that severe. And you see people who even claim that they're very pro-Palestine saying the same thing, like this is way too far, and you're making people look at this boycott as some sort of a joke because of how hostile you're reacting to people who are not participating in it. So this user said, so folks are harassing Scarlet for checks notes, having cake. Oh my God, this anime girl got Starbucks. She supports genocide. Will you people please shut the F up? I'm as pro-Palestine as anyone with an iota of common sense, but holy hell, this is the hill you want to die on? So literal children are now going into random VTubers chats, breaking the rules, and then harassing them. God, I hope Scarlet gets out of Niji soon. I hope everyone that's still good in Niji EN escapes. Time and a place. You wet clown farts. What's Scarlet supposed to do about it? Become a soldier? VTubers are an escape from a shitty real world. Let people have their diversions for a few hours. I hate it here, man. People are so goddamn dumb. Well, unfortunately, the pressure got to Scarlet, and she would give in to what these people wanted and apologize, and she would start by changing the name of her stream to We Just Vibing, and she would completely scrap the entire cake testing part of her stream. In fact, she would even directly apologize to her viewers for the concept in the first place and claimed that she will educate herself and she will cut the VOD later accordingly.
Go ahead and address it. Yes, I see it. I'm terribly sorry. Okay. I'll address it really quick. I didn't think anything of it at the time. Okay. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think of, I wasn't thinking, okay, honey. And I'm not very aware of, what's going on. I know it sounds very arrogant, and I'm terribly sorry. I won't be doing this again. I'm gonna cut the VOD. I'm terribly sorry. Okay. I will educate myself, and I will never do this again. I'm terribly sorry. I quickly did a quick look through, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think it was an issue. Or I just didn't know this was a part of it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just educating myself, and don't worry, I'll cut the VOD, and I'm terribly sorry.
So as I will say in any situation like this, never, ever give in to the mob. That is the worst thing you can do because number one, it incentivizes them. It tells them if you harass me enough, I'm going to give in and provide what you want. I'm going to do what you want to stop this pressure being applied to me. And also when it comes to these sorts of things, even if you do what people want, even if you apologize, they're not going to forgive you. The majority of them are not going to forgive you, and they're going to still attack you and drop you. Much like users like this saying, I'm glad Scarlet apologized, but I think I just won't watch her lives anymore. I'm glad she's going to educate herself and all, but I'd rather not watch her anymore, especially after what she has said. But I'm glad she's going to educate herself and apologize. So basically, yeah, she ate cake on stream and I'm done with her. That's it. The apology doesn't really matter. You're dropping someone because they ate a piece of cake. That's crazy. Like, imagine being friends with people like this in real life, walking on eggshells, knowing at any moment if you eat the wrong piece of food, they're gonna drop you out of their lives. Like, it's absolutely insane. And we also know that I think the reason they're going so hard on Scarle is because she is one of these smaller livers in Nijisanji EN. I don't think a lot of the Niji sisters attacking her would have the same energy for someone like Vox Akuma if he did the same thing. They would be like, oh no, Voxy Woxy would never. We need to educate him. He didn't mean to. Oh, me lord would never do that. But with Scarlet, they just throw her under the bus. They don't care because it's easier to harass and attack someone like her. But overall, also, let me make this clear. I don't blame her for apologizing. I don't think it was the right decision. But I don't blame her, especially in the face of active harassment in her stream, where people were not only attacking her on Twitter, but they were going into her stream to attack her once they found out what she was up to. It's definitely a lot of pressure for someone like her, and I don't really fault her for giving in. I just don't think it was the best decision under these circumstances, but it really represents a larger set of problems going on at Nijisanji EN, and this is really just the cherry on top. As this user points out, 3 days left for the shareholders meeting. Riku is desperate to save Nijisanji EN. Scarlet streams eating Starbucks cakes. Niji fans get mad because of the boycott. Scarlet apologizes and modifies the VOD. Niji fans in flames. They'll treat her like they did Zion now, which probably. I wouldn't really see them changing their attitude if they've already had this hostile response or dropped her after this. It's unlikely they're going to change that tune anytime soon. And also, I think this whole thing is very tone deaf on the pressure that these Nijisanji EN livers are facing. We're not even 2 months separated from the news that Selene/Dokibird attempted twice on her own life due to harassment stemming from that company. And now we have someone eating a slice of cake being labeled a genocide supporter, and people are okay with that and don't see any sort of potential bad things that could happen out of that situation. But that's hardly surprising given the way some people are on Twitter. But overall, that's going to do it for this video. As always, please share all of your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.